Maybe he is an all bite, no bark kind of guy when he's drunk. But no, no, it's the same, just 10 times worse.
Do you think that you have free will? Do you,
I do
do
have
you
no,
think that
no,
exists? Okay, I
no.
mean,
It does. You'd have to define free will,
yeah, well,
honest. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say
yeah,
that.
I
Like,
don't
it
know.
ultimately, everything ultimately depends on how you define it, how you want to like frame it. But the point I'm kind of, or the pathway, the framing I'm building is like, I don't think free will is like some thing that truly exists in the universe. Like, free will would obviously have to stem from consciousness, right? Like how like people act and like what is consciousness, right? And I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, I guess let me hear your raw big man thoughts. Like, I guess like this is whatever you say here is gonna be
I would say okay.
whatever you say here is obviously not gonna be like whatever, because I can't even like ask this in like a really coherent way. I don't really know like how to like frame this, but it's like in like your day-to-day experience, I don't know, like, do you ever like think about like how you're like a conscious being? Like, do you ever like just consider that like, oh, like I have a brain, like I have thoughts, like I have like, I don't know, like you just yeah, do you ever like think about that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how do you
Honestly, like
understand like your own being? Like,
whenever my mind usually just like races. Honestly, I feel like that oftentimes I like self-diagnose myself with ADHD, but I mean I really do. I just have to get checked out. Like that at the end of the day, I think I just do. But my mind just like constantly races. But like every time that I have like I would say like in my own way to like define free will for me, um, I would say like my like altering my mind. I would say like I can like anytime I'm fucking like yapping in my mind or like I have something that's just like racing in my mind, I can just I know how to like shut it off. I don't know. I know how to shut my fucking brain off. I know how to like pull the plug sometimes. I know how to like I don't know. Like I'm very socially aware
the point, I
and
guess, I don't want to cut you off, but I guess I want to say like you aren't real.
I'm not real.
No, and I guess the way that I want to flesh that out, I guess, and I was thinking about this like as you were talking, it's just like
Are you gonna give me this? Are you gonna give
no,
me
no,
this
no, no,
like
no, 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 no,
okay,
no.
okay, okay.
I just like the other day I was just having this
Okay.
thought. I don't know like what I saw, if it was like a YouTube video or something. Maybe it was like a
Mhm.
Destiny argument where he was talking about it, but he basically was talking. Yeah, I think it was Destiny. He was talking about how like the way that he views it is like evolutionarily, right? Like obviously, plants came, like whatever, like people came, right? The thing that separates us from any other animals, the fact that we have consciousness, and then you have to stop and ask yourself, like, what's the point of doing that? Like, why? Like, I mean, maybe you could say like God came down and just gave people the ability to think, but then, if you believe in evolution, it's like, well, what's the purpose of like having a consciousness, like having a personality, or, having the ability to like, yeah, just be conscious? Like, what is, and the ultimate answer that he came to, I guess, I got a burp, sorry. Oh, the ultimate answer that he came to, I guess, is like consciousness could just be, if you view it almost like a video game, it's like in the like the skill tree or like stat tree of like life, there are like certain things that you could spec into, right? Like wings, webbed feet, like gills or whatever. Consciousness could just be like a stat effective or like a cost effective thing that evolution had filtered or selected for humans to gain, that would allow them to become like the apex predators and allow them to become the top in the ecosystem or whatever. And the point with that, I guess, is like like your consciousness or whatever, like you, like your personhood, like your being, like it's not really anything more than just like the byproduct of like million-year old evolutionary processes and neurochemicals and things like that. And I guess like another way to kind of think about that is like, I don't know, like when you go to sleep, like you don't exist, right? Like you're gone. You don't really, you have dreams, I guess, but you don't have a conscious experience. I think about
Yeah,
this a lot, like
yeah.
sometimes when I'm like, kind of
I
like,
don't I really don't have dreams, honestly. Like whenever I do, it's usually nightmares,
dude,
and I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't know. I've always thought about that. Like, when I'm sleeping, I just like I don't know. My body just like completely shuts off, and like there's only like one part of my brain that's just like keeping the rest of my body going. I don't know. It's crazy to think about.
yeah, my own anecdote, I guess. A couple days ago, like 3 or 4 days ago at this point, I had 2 nights in a row. I had dreams where I was like in high school still, and one of my dreams, dude, Jordan was like on like a railing, and I was like telling Jordan like, don't. He was just like, he wasn't like gonna like jump off and commit suicide, but he was like fucking around like trying to like be cool on like the railing, and he was gonna slip in between the gaps of like the stair railing or whatever. And like I was like, Jordan, don't do that. It's giving me anxiety, but. Yeah, like I don't know, just like yeah, like when you sleep, your personhood, like you don't exist, like your experience isn't real. It doesn't like obviously it still exists, but like it's stopped or whatever. I guess it wouldn't currently exist, but like it still exists like in totality. Like you're gonna wake up, you know, unless you die. But then sometimes I'm doomer pilled and think about how you are gonna die. Like there was a point when I didn't exist. There's gonna be a point where I don't exist, right? Like it's just like crazy to think about, like conscious experience in that I guess regard, and then I guess pairing that with like. Yeah, just what I was saying earlier. Like you're being like your whole everything. Like it's not like you were just like spawned in like a video game and like you are like your own separate like entity. It's like you're not like you are just you are made of so many like different things that aren't in your control. I guess like it's all just this just subconscious like AFK just behind the scenes shit that goes on that was ultimately just put here from millions of years of just bullshit happening, and like that is what determines you. So I guess ultimately it's just like some fickle thing that isn't super I guess grounded or meaningful I guess, and that's why people can change so much. That's why people are able to like be the way that they are and have so many different types of expression and things like that. But it's just I don't know, it's just weird to think about like how like you as a person, like you're not super I guess like solidified or like stable. I guess like it's kind of like undetermined or whatever. Like I guess another way to think about that is like I guess in terms of like how like I guess like fickle is like a word I keep fixating on, just how fickle like you as a person are, like your personhood. Like any sort of brain injury could just fuck up you as like a person completely. Like it can like alter your memory. Like I guess memory is like another thing to touch on too. Like a lot of like what you are as a person is determined on your memories, right? Like if you forget things or have like a brain injury and lose like for somebody like your life or whatever, like you are like a fundamentally different person. Even I don't even know, like even like the way that you think, like if you were to think about yourself right now like Cameron Tuma, like you are who you are based on like how many like years you've lived, like all the experiences you've had. But like even if you were to think about it, like you don't remember everything that's happened to you as it happened exactly that day it happened. Like ultimately like you are
True.
honestly like you are what you think you are. You're not like you like what you are is shaped by the experiences in the world, but like you don't even like you can't even recall those fully. So you're just ultimately like you're just I don't know, like you're guessing at that. Like even more like the metric in which you're supposed to define yourself is already like undefined and like just unknowable, I guess. Which just another reason I guess like why like you are like you as a person, your existence is just kind of like fickle. It's just not really like it. I don't know, not to say it doesn't mean anything, but it could just
we're not gonna, dude. At the end of the day, I've always thought about like at the end of the day, bro.
Well, I'm sorry, I just want to finish. I'm
Okay,
leading to a
you're
point,
good,
I guess,
you're good.
because it circles to the whole. I can't understand Seth. I can't understand Tate. I don't understand how I couldn't talk to Tate. Like when Tate, I don't know, like just drinking alcohol, just being drunk, dude. He was not himself. Like he like not to say like he wasn't a human being, but like he just. It was unreachable, dude. I don't know, dude. It's just
no, I understand.
I don't know. It's like it's not depressing. It's not doomering. It's just crazy. Like I don't like. That's crazy, bro. It's a good way to put it, bro. That's crazy. Just think about like how just nonsense. Like I don't even know people are. Like it's just not real, bro. It's just I don't even know. I'm yammering. You can talk now. I don't know.